Hey, how you guys doing? This is Rich here on behalf of Rich TV Live, and I have some news here from Geomega Resources. So, Geomega Resources begins hand sanitizer production at pilot plant in Quebec. I promised you guys when this news broke, I would bring it to you first. I did speak to the CEO. We had him on the show. We did an interview. Here's the news. Geomega Resources, V.GMA in Canada, Gomrf in America, a rare earths clean technologies developer for mining and recycling, today announces that the company has completed the retrofit of its pilot plant and has begun the production of hand sanitizer for the Quebec market. This is pretty interesting because I have one of our members who came to me yesterday and he's like, Rich, I'm looking for someone who does hand sanitizer. And I said, well, how about Geomega Resources? He's like, Rich, I'm looking for hand sanitizer all over the world, Rich. I'm like, how about Geomega Resources? So, Anthony, if you're watching, this is Geomega Resources. Take a look. As indicated in the April 20th, 2020 market press release, the corporation obtained the natural product number, NPN, and all the approvals from Health Canada in order to manufacture and distribute hand sanitizer using the WHO recommended formulation. The modifications have now been completed and production has begun. The production is from the corporation's pilot plant and allows Geomega to produce up to 675 liters per week. You guys looking for hand sanitizer? Holler at Geomega Resources. Although since there is a significant lack of supplies in the market, production capabilities will depend on availability of raw materials from local distributors. The corporation will be securing additional supply of raw material and focus on distributing its hand sanitizer product to local retirement homes, hospitals, pharmacies, and distributors in the province of Quebec. The corporation will be donating 20% of its hand sanitizer production to local long-term care homes and other charities who are helping the most vulnerable in our society during this pandemic. The corporation would like to thank local suppliers who were able to assist and support us during the quick transition. The corporation would also like to clarify that the production of hand sanitizer is a temporary measure to help with local supplies and is not a change of business. At the regular activities of the corporation, most importantly, the engineering work for the rare earths recycling plant are continuing in parallel as planned. About Geomega, Geomega.ca, based in Boucherville and St. Bruno, Canada, Geomega Resources has developed a proprietary environmentally friendly ISR technology that recycles rare earth elements with focus on the permanent magnet industry and produces 4 high-demand, high-price rare earth elements, HHREE, specifically ND, PR, TB, and DY. The corporation is advancing towards initial production from its demonstration plant to supply HHREEs to North America and other parts of the world. Geomega also owns the Montvale rare earth carbonate deposit and holds over 16.8 million shares, representing approximately 19% of the issued outstanding shares of Kintavar Exploration Inc., KTR.V, a mineral exploration company that is advancing the Michi Stratiform copper project in Quebec. This is the breaking news from Geomega Resources. This was in my inbox this morning, so I thought I'd bring it to your attention. This is the website here. This is their website right here. And you can see this is the news that they put out on April 20th about retrofitting their rare earth pilot plant to hand sanitizer production. So this is the news about getting into hand sanitizer. And then now today, officially, they're actually in the hand sanitizer business. So just looking at the markets right now, kind of a red day, kind of a blah day. Dow Jones down a little bit, S&P 500 down a little bit, Nasdaq's actually up, global Dow is down, gold is down, and oil is back down. How you guys doing this morning? Say what's up to everybody. What's up, Neurosis? Sharky Tour is saying MGNX. Let's pull up the markets, guys. So you can see here, Geomega Resources. I brought them to you guys. They've been as high as 20 cents. Let's take a look at the last 1 year chart. So you can see they've been as high as 20 cents not too long ago in February. Been as low as 10 cents in March when everything hit its bottom. They hit a bottom at 10 cents. Now at 15, was as high recently as, I guess, 16. So kind of just finding this like middle zone here between 10 and 20, like right in the middle, literally right in the middle. If I look at the fibs, look at the Fibonacci retracement and I just pull it down. Look at the Fibonacci retracement. You can see that we're literally right in the golden zone right now. We're literally right in the golden zone, right at the 50 zone. So we're right approaching this, what we call this golden zone. This is typically levels of support. And typically when you get to these levels, we could see some upside from here. You can draw a trend line. We'll move this over. Just draw a trend line up here. So based on these fibs, I wouldn't be surprised to see this start hitting support and wouldn't be surprised to see this thing move back up to around 20 cents. So if you were to get in at 15 cents and you were to get out at 20, you'd make 25%. So wouldn't be surprised to see that type of move, but the volume isn't really that spectacular yet, which just signals the fact that nobody really knows, right? And then you look at the RSI and you can see the RSI is right around 50. It's right in the middle. So it's not overbought. It's not oversold. Literally right in the middle. So if it's under 30, it's signaling a buy. If it's over 70, it's signaling a sell. You could see here, it signaled over 70 and came back down, right? See that? And you could see right here on the fibs that when it hit 30 on the RSI, that was the signal to buy. And you can literally see it hit 30 when it was at 10 cents. That was a signal to buy. And then boom, it exploded up. Went all the way up to 70 on the fibs, which was the signal to sell. And then it started to come back down. But we're right in this golden zone right here on the Fibonacci, which makes me believe that we could see a buying opportunity here pretty quickly and maybe see us go back to these levels of 20 cents. Let me see some of you guys' messages. MGNX. If you guys have anything popping, let me know. We'll pull it up while we're live. MGNX. Woo! Darn. MGNX up 247%. Wow. Now look at this. See how the RSI is over 90? This is extremely overbought. I wouldn't be touching this personally. But, hey man, it's up to you guys. Whatever you guys want to do. I just won't touch it. Neurosis says, Chiron again green. Wow, really? Again? Told you guys about these guys a couple days ago, thanks to Neurosis. They're actually red right now. They were green. The 1 year chart, look at this. Was as high as 330, went all the way down to 36 cents. Told you guys that these guys are starting to come up, make a sneaky move. You can see that they're trying to climb up from this dead zone of red. Still a long ways to go to get back to at least kind of like a par value where, you know, they can get out of this red zone. Still a long ways to go. Heavily beat up, as you can see here. But they've been doing quite well, so keep them on your watch list. Keep them on your radar. Hey, my pleasure. Happy Glass. That's what we do. What's up, Antonio? Neurosis says, hey guys, in addition to Chiron, you got to check out Empower Clinics, EPWCF in the US and CBDT in Canada. EPWCF. Empower Clinics, 6 cents. 1,000 shares traded. Pretty dead volume. CBDT. Empower Clinics, 8 cents in Canada. Okay, traded way more volume in Canada, 949,000 shares. Interesting. All right, thank you for the pick. I got it on my watch list. Good morning, Morris. How you doing? Hey, what's up, Robert? How you doing this morning? What else are you guys looking at this morning? Anybody else looking at anything else this morning? Jose Colon says, Rich, check this ticker, BVNNF. BVNNF. It's not showing up. BVNNF. It's not showing up here. Score? Yeah, I like the score. What's up, Antonio? I actually like the score. But there's been no sports. So kind of a tough time to get into score, I guess, when there's no sports. But you guys could see here, score's been as high as 85 cents. Been as low as 31 just recently in March. Now it's back up to 52. So it's already made this nice little move back up. You could see here that it is approaching overbought, so be careful for a trend reversal. Every time you get over 70, you know that you're overbought, so it's probably going to come down pretty soon. You could see here that this works really well in the RSI because when we got to 31 cents, look, we were on the RSI pretty low here, under 30, and then you could see here it kind of came down a little bit more, and now it's kind of come back up here. Heavily overbought, signaling on the RSI that it's overbought, and then boom, shoots back up. So I like score, but when are we going to get sports back, right? Like nobody really knows. I think that's one of the biggest issues here, but I like them. I think there's a lot of potential here. Go to markets here. Let's just quickly take a look at the markets, look at top gainers. Mark, a lot of guys have been talking to me about this Mark play. It's having a big day today, guys. Remark Holdings. Look at this. Up 50%, guys. Remark Holdings. Look at this. Huge move up. Massive move up. Look at that. Look at that spike up today. Wow. These guys were at 67 cents. And then, bam. Explosion today from 67 cents to 95. And they're still going, guys. Look at this. They're up 52%. Wow. Just screaming. Absolutely screaming. So big moves happening in the market right now. PLC, check IPO. PLC. Park Lawn. Is it this one? I don't know which IPO you're referring to, PLC. If it's an IPO, the ETF, Principal US Large Cap. These are the PLCs that I see here. Not sure which one you're referring to. Neurosis says Empower Clinics has cannabis clinics and are also doing COVID-19 testing. Interesting. Nibia Cosmetics says, hey Rick, what about CVSI? CVSI is one that was like a dream. It was like a killer trading play until Andrew Leff got his hands on it. Now they're just nightmare. So definitely not something I'm that interested in, to be quite honest with you. I'm not interested in anything that has been getting just destroyed. So not really my type of play. Score here is doing pretty well, as you can see, at 53 cents, up 17%. They're climbing nicely. Remark having a big day. GMA has some big news, but volume's pretty dead. Nobody really knows yet about Geomega Resources and Gomrf in America. So Kind of just sitting here in the middle zone. See, look at this. I told you guys this was overbought. Look, it's coming down now. See that? You can see by the RSI. See how the RSI was over 70? You can see the RSI on the one-day chart is still over 90. So I wouldn't be chasing this up 200%. That's not really my style. I'd be careful if I was you guys to chase anything up 200%. IPO is the symbol. In play oil. Is this the one you're talking about? In play oil? Interesting move for in play oil IPO on the TXE, up 23%, traded 1 million shares in volume. Shopify, man, it's the #1 company in Canada, brother. It's the #1 company in Canada. Look at this, guys. Just broke 1,000. You want to talk about a skyrocket? Told you guys about these guys, man. Told you they wouldn't stop. From $26 to $1,000. I don't know another stock that's done this. $26 in 2016 to $1,000 4 years later. Mind-boggling. That's 40 times your money. 40 times your money buying Shop at $26 and it goes to $1,000. Talk about a trend. Holy smokes. You want to talk about a trend? Not a bad trend, eh? 400, what is that? 4,000% returns in 4 years. Not bad. 1,000% a year. Not bad. The #1 company in Canada, Shopify. The #1 stock in Canada. Ain't nobody touching Shop. Ain't nobody at the level of Shop. Ain't nobody touching Shop in Canada. They are the #1 company in Canada. Bar none. Not even close. It's not even close. It's good to see GMA having some news here, but I want to see some movement. It's just kind of dead. You know, we like to buy, undervalued, underappreciated, underexposed opportunities, but we try to get them cheap, right? When you see something like this and it's just dead, but it's got good news and it's been higher, it's been a little bit lower, it's kind of right in the middle. It's kind of showing you that investors are just not sure yet. Not 100% sure yet. And a lot of investors probably don't even know. Probably don't know about this company. So what we like to do is we like to give them that exposure. We like to let people know about them. Let them know what they're all about. And if we go to markets and we just take a quick look at what's popping. Beyond Meat. Oh, wow. Beyond Meat's having a day, guys. Look at this. Beyond Meat. Another one that I told you guys about that I've liked since day one. Beyond Meat. Wow, 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 wow. Huge day for Beyond Meat. Up 22%. Look at this. So we've seen Beyond Meat at 129 in January. Seen them at 52 in March. And now back to $122. So if you got into this at the low here of 52 in March, you're up 135% in about 6 weeks. Not bad. Not bad. Now, I wouldn't be chasing this thing up like this because look, the RSI is over 75, right? So see how the RSI is over 75? So to me, this is heavily overbought. So it's probably going to come back down at some point. I wouldn't chase it. I'll pull up the Fibs. Fibonacci Retracement, and I'll just pull it from the top, 127, and I'll bring it all the way down. So this is the buy zone right here. This is the buy zone, and you can see we're up very close to where I see there's resistance, and we're probably going to fall back down here. It may go higher, like it has. If you go to 1 year, you'll see it has been higher. It's been as high as 234. So there's definitely a possibility it could go higher, but I don't know. You never know. I mean, look at Shop, right? Look at that. Big move down from, first of all, they go public at like 65. Crazy how these markets move. They go public at 65 and go to 234. Great move, right? Then they go down from 234 down to 54. Great short, right? Now they make a move from 54 to 122. Great buy, right? So, as a trader, it's, buy low, sell high, guys. Like, really try to keep it simple. It's all you can really do. If you do that, you give yourself a chance to win, but you don't want to be chasing something that's up like this. You want to be buying here. You want to buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high. So if you were buying Beyond Meat here, selling here, buying here, selling here, you're trading it perfectly. You're trading it absolutely perfectly. But to chase it at 123 bucks, no, not interested. Yeah, Shopify's a beast, man. Robert says, so much money and knowledge to gain in these markets. It's unbelievable, brother. How much money and knowledge to gain in these markets. And that's why we like to work as a unit and work as a team to try to identify what's happening in the market every day and try to figure out what's going on, try to identify underappreciated, undervalued, underexposed opportunities that people don't know about before they explode. I'm going to show you guys 3 companies that I've been watching, 3 mining companies. Obviously, gold is down today, so you're going to see these ones are down. Really like MEC. I think at 5 cents, this is a great buy, guys. Honestly, I think at 5 cents, a credible buy. I think we'll see this at 10 cents in the future. Just remember who told you first. BEX, Benton Resources. I own them as well. I'm up on this. I haven't sold it. I think this goes to 20 cents in the future. Just holding it, guys. Same thing. See that big green growth here? I think this is just getting started. Nobody really knows about these guys yet, and these guys are just getting started. Something big is going to be announced soon, and I believe when it does, we see it go higher. I really believe that. So we'll see. That remains to be seen, but I invested in it, and I believe it's going to happen. And LBC, another one that I invested in, Libero Copper, 9.5 cents right now. So I think this is a pretty good price for this as well, LBC. So 3 more long-term mining companies that I got into that I'm just holding and waiting for an explosion. I'm going to show you one that I sold yesterday that I told you guys about, Ritter Pharmaceuticals. I did really well on this. I actually made 600 US on this, sold it yesterday. You could see they went from 15 to 69, came back down, came back up, and now they're back down. So sold this perfectly yesterday, made my money, got out, and made money on this play. So I made a video a few months ago about some COVID-19 plays. I told you about Ritter Pharmaceuticals, sold for a profit. I told you about IBIO, sold for a profit. I told you about Sona, sold for a profit. I've got 2 more left that I haven't sold for a profit, but I've literally sold all my others for a profit. So I gave you 5 picks, already sold 3 out of the 5 for a profit, holding 2 more. And when I sell those for a profit, I'll let you guys know. But just sold my Ritter Pharmaceuticals for a profit yesterday. Didn't hesitate. I was in the green, took it. Very happy I did because look, back down 25% today. So don't hesitate, guys. When you're in the green, take your money and run, okay? If you're in the green, take your money and run. Look at this. The score seems to be making a move here. Chiron is back to par now. Looks like it's actually gaining steam. You can see the RSI is at 69, so it's approaching overbought. But it seems like it's gaining momentum right now as we speak. Look at this. Starting to gain momentum. But good news for Geomega Resources, but stock really isn't moving yet. Gomrf as well. Shop making a nice move today. We'll go back to markets and see what else is popping here. If there's anything else that I really like. Cars.com. Look at this, Cars.com. Cars. Nice move here by Cars.com. You could see that they were at 13 bucks in February, came down to 3 in April, and already pretty much almost doubled from that price. Came up from 360 to where it is now, 653. So they made a really big move, up 44%. Now, I wouldn't chase this up 44% today, but I definitely think it's worth putting on your watch list, putting on your radar. Definitely worth putting on your watch list and putting on your radar. What else, guys? Is there anything else you guys are looking at right now? Morris says, meeting with Ron Friday, sent you an email on Israel. Hey, thank you, Morris. I appreciate you, man. And I'm happy that you're going to be working with Ron. I think that's going to be huge for you, buddy. And I think you're going to have phenomenal results. Phenomenal results. Robert Singh says, last night with Robert was very inspirational. Yeah, it's always nice when you see a trader turn $3,000 into 30 grand. And it makes you believe that it's possible. When other people are doing it, it definitely makes you believe that it's possible. So great to see that, and I'm happy that you enjoyed it. This is Geomega Resources, guys. This is their website. I interviewed the CEO, Rare Earth Projects, and now they're in the hand sanitizer business.
Also, the way it works, we developed a clean process. When we say clean process, it uses different reagents than what traditionally used in China.
Yeah.
It has a very innovative way where we recycle a lot of that reagent. So right now, the way we are starting the commercial application of our technology is through recycling.
Okay.
Recycling and refining are basically the same thing, just different skills. Also, the way it works.
This is Geomega Resources. So definitely early on this, and I like to be early. So that's kind of my modus operandi. I like to get in early, but use your caution, guys. Try to make sure when you're buying anything that you're a sniper, that you're a ninja, and you're buying low and selling high. You can see there's a lot of divergence in the market today. Divergence means mixed messages, mixed emotions. Oil's down, gold's down, global Dow's down, Nasdaq's up, S&P 500's up, and the Dow's down. Mixed emotions, kind of a blah day. And I'm already starting to feel like the momentum in the market is starting to die down because we're going into summer. And you start feeling kind of like people are starting to think about, in my opinion, what I feel like is starting to happen is people are starting to think about selling in May and going away. Feels like that's what's starting to happen in these markets. Now, I'm not saying there won't be opportunities. Let's look at XRF. You guys want to look at XRF? What's up, Jeff? How you doing, Jeff? Jeff says, hey, Rich, check this one out. Had earlier today, XRF moves strictly on news. XRF. China Rapid Finance. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of any Chinese stocks. I'm going to make sure you guys understand that. I just don't trust them at all. But hey, if you made a move on this, up 79%, 50 million shares at $1.69, hey, why the hell not, right? Why the hell not? So yeah, if you made this move, I'd be out, right? I'd be in and out. I wouldn't be holding this. You could see that it went from 3.90 all the way to 58 cents, and now it's back to 169. Definitely a dead cat bounce. Not to say it can't potentially go higher, but it could also go lower. Remember, we're just at 58 cents, right? So just be careful with these types of plays, especially plays from China. I just don't trust them. I've had bad experiences with Chinese plays, and I just absolutely don't trust them whatsoever. Jeff says UFC this Saturday, then Wednesday, and then again following Saturday. Yeah, man, I can't wait to see UFC, man. I miss sports, man, so much. So yeah, I can't wait to see UFC. Cars is still screaming here, guys. It's going up. XRF up 78%. Yeah, I can't wait to see the UFC, man. Super excited about that. Mark says, Alive been buying a lead-like company that has U.S. Navy government contracts working on new technologies. EFOI. EFOI. Yeah, give me your picks, guys, and we'll pull them up. EFOI. At 35 cents, up 7%. Not bad. Not bad. We'll add them to our watch list. Thank you for the pick. Jeff says, Mark, I bought yesterday and sold today at 85. I got out a little early, but the stock kept going up and down the last 2 days. Yeah, Mark's been doing really well, guys. Remark Holdings. Mark. Obviously today. Right here. Big day, up 31%. And a lot of people have been talking to me about this one, so this was a good pick. I missed it, man. I can't get them all, guys. I try. But a man's got to sleep. Mark says, awesome, Jeff. I'm waiting for 60 cents US. Yeah, look for your entry, guys. Be snipers. Be ninjas. Look for your entries. That's the way to trade. Look, what I tell you guys about MGNX. I told you it's coming back down. Look. Look at that. It's coming back down. See that? See how the RSI was over 70? Now it's at 52. So now it might actually make another run up. Now that it's pulled back a little bit, it may make another run up. I'm not saying it will, but it could potentially make another run up because the RSI is down. So wouldn't be surprised to see it go back up, but could go back down too. It's up 216%. So if the shorters see it and they want to get on it, they might. Happy Glass says, thank you, Neurosis. You reminded me. I wanted to get more today. I caught the dip. Much appreciated. I love it when the members of the community are helping each other. That's what this is all about, guys. It's all about winning. Oh, shit. Yeah, I didn't even notice that. Thank you. Here we go. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate you, brother. Happy Glass says, just a heads up on Corona. One of the problems with Corona is when the body's immune system goes crazy, it causes the cytokine storm. Guess what helps the immune system? Weed. Cannabis protects. Hey, you know what? We love cannabis, so nothing wrong with that. And we're big fans of cannabis, and hopefully cannabis can be the cure. Look at Shopify, guys. Unbelievable. The number one stock in Canada. A stock that's gone from $26 to $1,000 in 4 years. Nothing like it. 40 times your money if you bought Shopify 4 years ago. 40 times your money. 10 grand would be worth 400 grand. $1,000 would be worth $40,000 if you just parked your money in Shopify and said, I'm going to believe in this. Now I'm going to show you guys Bitcoin. Big fan of Bitcoin. Been telling you guys that Bitcoin's going to be doing their Bitcoin halving this month. I've been telling you guys for months. I've been prepping you guys and prepping you guys and prepping you guys for this for months. I've been personally accumulating Bitcoin through my trading academy. I get paid in Bitcoin every single week. So do you think I'm surprised that Bitcoin's at 9,200? Hell no. I'm the one that told you this would happen. So remember who told you about the number one Bitcoin-related stock in the world, GBTC, and bam! Look at that green, folks. Who told you about this? Your boy told you that GBTC was the number one Bitcoin-related stock in the world, and look at the price. In fact, I love to prove it. Love to prove it. Love to prove it. I love to prove it. Love to prove my findings, my research. It's funny because I love to bring you guys these picks when nobody knows. GBTC, Rich, TV Live.
I need optimization. I want to cool. 2
months ago, GBTC. Look at this. #1 Bitcoin stock in the world, GBTC, 3 months ago. Nobody watched this video. Hey guys, what's up? This is Rich from Rich TV Live. So everybody's asking me about Bitcoin, and I've been telling you guys Bitcoin's going to be halving, and I told you guys I know what is the #1 Bitcoin stock in the world. I told you guys I know the #1 Bitcoin stock in the world, GBTC. The #1 Bitcoin stock in the world. 3 months ago! GBTC. I told you guys when Bitcoin was at 6,000, it was going to explode because of Bitcoin halving. Guess what? I was right. Now Bitcoin's at almost 10,000, and GBTC has gone from under $8, and it's now almost at $12. And I'm telling you right now, when Bitcoin explodes even more, GBTC will explode. And just remember where you heard first from your boy Rich from Rich TV Live. If you're not winning, you're not watching. We did it again. We bring you the winners, and we bring them to you first. It's true. Again. We did it again. And members are winning on GBTC everywhere. And that's what I love. Look, I didn't just make one video about GBTC, guys. I made many videos about GBTC. Many videos about GBTC. Look, I've been talking about GBTC for years. Look at GBTC. Who do you think's been talking to you guys about GBTC? I've been talking to you about GBTC for years. So, guys, honestly, when you're looking for someone to bring you guys the news and you want someone to bring it to you first and you want to learn about a company, you gotta look at your boy, because I bring you the winners and I bring them to you first. So, yeah, GBTC brought this pic to you. This isn't even the video that I did. I did a different video. Where is it? Bitcoin stock, Rich TV Live. Bitcoin stock. Did this video here, Bitcoin having explained 2 months ago. Man, I did a video not too long ago about GBTC, and it was probably around November or December. I want to show you that video. Damn. I know it was at $6 then, and now it's at 10. So, anyways, so many damn videos. I don't know exactly where it is, but I promise you I did it. Is it this one? No. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Bitcoin halving March 20th, 2020. Look, GBTC. Look at this. Look at this.
TV Live. We gave you one. Rich TV is here. We about to bow down to a greater trader. ACB on deals ain't going up to support that beat. And I hate it.
It's time to buy Bitcoin. There's a reason for it. There's a strategic reason why we need to buy Bitcoin, okay? And now is the time to buy Bitcoin. If there's ever a time to buy Bitcoin, it's right now. Bitcoin is halving on March 20th, 2020. That means, oh, you know what? Let me close that. People are going to make comments about my chest. Bitcoin is halving March 20th, 2020. When Bitcoin has, oh, by the way, Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Can you see that? I apologize. I'm always in the darkness. I'm the guy in the darkness, right? The man in the darkness. The man in the dark. Happy holidays to everybody, to yours. I wish you and your families a fantastic holidays. I appreciate all your guys' support. Love you guys, and I appreciate you guys. So I've been doing a lot of research. Trying to get wealthy and trying to help the community get wealthy. And we're working on a lot of different things. We just launched a Forex Academy. We're going to be launching a Options Academy. I've been doing a lot of research, and Bitcoin is having March 20th, 2020. Historically, when Bitcoin has done anything like this in the past, the stock has gone up 10x. The stock, the cryptocurrency, the coin has gone up 10x. I predict that Bitcoin is going to explode. I'm predicting it right now. I'm putting them on a full alert. Bitcoin is on a full alert. I will not be surprised to see them go up a ridiculous amount. Like higher than 21,000, higher than the last run. I believe there's a chance for Bitcoin to go up more than anybody even imagines. With the Bitcoin halving coming, being a massive catalyst, the fact that it ran up to 14,000 and has come all the way back down to 7,000, I think there's a lot of reasons why, there's a lot of catalysts why Bitcoin could jump dramatically. And it could go to 20,000. Bitcoin could go to 30,000. Some people are predicting that Bitcoin will go to $100,000 per Bitcoin. And I'm going to tell you why it's possible. It's supply and demand. There's a supply, which is very small, 21 million Bitcoin in the whole world. And there's a demand, which is growing. And interest for Bitcoin halving and search interest for Bitcoin halving is going through the roof. Similar to search interest for CBD. This is why I predict that Bitcoin is going to explode, and Bitcoin halving March 20th, 2020 will be the catalyst. Now, if you're an investor and you're into stocks like me, and you don't want to buy Bitcoin, now I buy Bitcoin, but let's just say you don't want to buy Bitcoin, you can buy GBTC.
There it is! December 6th. December 6th.
GBTC has been way higher. When Bitcoin made its run to 14,000 earlier this year, GBTC also made a crazy run, and it's come back down. I predict when Bitcoin explodes, and it's going to be soon, so get ready, it will be an opportunity of a lifetime. It'll be a generational opportunity for investors. So if you want to get into Bitcoin, I suggest you get into it right now. And GBTC is 9.99% Bitcoin. It is the most closest associated stock to Bitcoin. Cryptocurrency, quietly, is very, very hot. Bitcoin, quietly, on a global scale, is very, very hot. Bitcoin halving coming March 20th, 2020 is going to be an epic event that is going to create generational wealth. Now, it might happen before, and that's why I'm telling you now, because I like to explain to you guys what's going to happen before it happens, not after like everybody else, all the posers. I actually bring you guys the news before it happens so you can make money. GBTC is the best Bitcoin stock that I know. GBTC is going to explode. Bitcoin is going to explode. Do not invest in any other cryptocurrencies. I wouldn't touch anything else. Only invest in Bitcoin. And if you want to buy a Bitcoin stock, GBTC. Forget all the other coins. Forget all the other cryptocurrency stocks. I'm not saying they're not going to do well. They could do well. But Bitcoin is the mothership. There's nobody even close. Every other coin is measured by Bitcoin. That's just a fact. So I'm going to give you guys a statistic. The market cap of Apple is bigger than the entire market cap of the cryptocurrency. Just think about that. The market cap of one stock is bigger than the entire market cap of cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin is the leader of the entire cryptocurrency space, and Bitcoin is a huge percentage of the entire market cap of all of cryptocurrency. I believe it's like, I haven't checked recently, but it's at least 40 to 50% of the entire market cap of all of cryptocurrency. So you take all the other coins out there, and Bitcoin, that one coin, is like 50% of the entire market cap. Brent says, not to mention all blockchains stem from Bitcoin. Exactly. Brent says, I love Rich TV Live. I love you, Brent, man. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, man. Michael says, best channel, Rich TV Live. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate you, man. Kathy says, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Kathy. Gordon O'Brien says, what are some good Bitcoin stocks? GBTC. You only need one. Gordon says, thanks, Richard. All right, so that's enough of that. So, I mean, there's the evidence, guys. Once again, called way in advance. Way in advance. So a lot of people are very bullish on gold. People talking about gold in the group chat. Told you guys I'm getting in cash, and I'm waiting for gold to jump back down. Waiting for a retraction. And that's exactly what's happening right now. So kind of waiting for gold to go a little cheaper if I can, to position myself in some of the plays that I like, the gold plays that I like. Some of the gold plays that I'm very bullish on, Nova Gold Resources, right there, Nova Gold, down, right? But not down much, you know, still not cheap. Kinross Gold, big fan of Kinross Gold. Made a lot of money on Kinross Gold this year, and just waiting for this thing to go down. It hasn't gone down much, like from $10 to $9.50. Like, go back to $4. I'll buy it at $4, but not $9.50. Barrick Gold. Let's go Barrick Gold. Barrick Gold, there it is. $26. Look at that. $26. Down 5% from the highs. Still kind of expensive, but big fan of Barrick Gold. So these are some of my favorite gold plays. Cars, guys. We talked about cars. It's still going, guys. Look at this. It's still going. Cars. Cars is still going. Just hit $7. Look at that. Wow. That's some momentum. Mark is on its way down. XRF. I don't trust it. What else? What else today? BYND just keeps climbing. Shop just keeps climbing. Huh. IPO just keeps climbing. What else? I told you guys MGNX will probably come back down, and look, coming back down. That's why you can't chase. Can't chase, guys. It's a terrible, terrible decision to chase anything. And here's Geomega Resources, just kind of trading sideways on the news today that they are in the hand sanitizer production space. And Gomrf is the US symbol. Once again, another company that's just kind of early. And I love to bring you guys companies early, and they're just getting started. So my gut feeling is when they start announcing revenues from the hand sanitizer, we could see them maybe jump up to 20 cents. And that could be a nice little move, you know, 25% move. If they went from 15 to 20 cents, that'd be a nice move. And I kind of marked that off on the chart here, where I think we could see them go back to that 20-cent range. So definitely got my eye on them, watching the news. Volume is not the greatest, but sometimes that's an opportunity for us to get in cheap before the big boys get in. So we'll see. We'll see whether or not the big boys get in. I'm definitely watching the news. I'm watching them closely. Love to know what you guys think. IPO coming up soon. Yo, what's up, man? How you guys doing? So yeah, so that's the news today. Geomega Resources getting into the hand sanitizer space. And it's funny because one of our guys, Anthony, yesterday was like, Rich, I'm selling hand sanitizer. I'm looking for somebody that sells hand sanitizer. I can't find hand sanitizer anywhere in the world. I told them about Geomega Resources, and then bam, today they came out with the news. So definitely going to be watching them closely. Anthony, try to get in contact with these guys. I think that they might be able to help you. And let's see here. CHGG, take a look. CHGG. CHGG. Yeah, I don't know about IPOs, man. A lot of IPOs have been failures. I'm not a huge fan of IPOs right now, but you know, you guys take whatever risks you want. Look at this, MGNX. Look at it fall, guys. See this thing coming down? Now it's going the other direction. It's going straight down. That's why you don't chase, guys. That's why you don't chase. CHGG. Chegg up 6%. RSI's right in the middle. Interesting play. Robert says, I still can't find gbtc.u in Canada. No, it's not gbtc.u in Canada. It's it's GBTC in America. In Canada, I think it's like Q. QBTC? Yeah, QBTC. In Canada, it's qbtc.u. That's the Canadian one. So if you guys want to buy GBTC, but you want to buy the Canadian version, it's qbtc.u. That's the Canadian version, guys. See Bitcoin? It says right there, Bitcoin. qbtc.u is the Canadian version of GBTC. Actually, it's a much better buy because this one's 1055 and this one is 1191. So based on the exchange rate, this is underpriced. This is underpriced. This should be at least $14. This might be a good way to go. Because if this is 10 bucks and the American dollar is $1.40, look, this is why I trade currencies, guys. You guys can learn this too. American dollar is $1.41 to the Canadian. So that means for every 10, you're going to get 14. So if GBTC, this is called making a spread. This is called arbitrage. If GBTC is 1055 in America, QBTC should be at least 14 to 15 bucks. Right now at 1191, I think this is a buy. That's my opinion. I think it's a buy. Happy Glass says, I agree with buy low, sell high. That is why I'm buying cannabis stocks now. Good luck with that, brother. Good luck with that. I'm not touching cannabis stocks, but, you know, everybody's got to do what they got to do. I mean, cannabis stocks have been brutal for a year. At some point, they're going to turn around, but guessing that it's going to turn around now, not my style. So rather invest in a sure thing and rather invest in real momentum. KHRN has done well. They're one of the cannabis stocks that have done well. So I think if you are going to invest in cannabis stocks, you need to be very selective. Very few cannabis companies, in my opinion, that are good buys. So just be careful investing in cannabis stocks because I think those days may be over. I haven't seen cannabis stocks do well in a very long time. Tilt. I think Tilt is okay. Another one that's been beaten up. Been a massive disappointment. Starting to come back up, starting to come back to life. You know, been really, really low, kind of coming back up. Yeah, I mean, they're okay, but I mean, 85,000 shares at 35 cents. I mean, what's really here? I mean, I don't know. It's got to be better opportunities than this. Robert says, thank you because I want to pick some up today. Done. Going in qbtc.u. Hey, good luck, brother. I hope you win, man. And with Bitcoin having on Here we go. BTC USD. With Bitcoin having May 18th to the 20th, right around the corner, I do believe that Bitcoin goes higher. You could see that they were at 12,000 in June of last year, came back down to 5,000 in March. That was the time to buy GBTC. That was the time to buy Bitcoin. And now they're back to 9,000. So I think they go higher. I really do. I think this momentum continues. And I believe we probably see them go back to that 12,000 range, maybe even higher. You can see Bitcoin, how it started, went all the way up to 19,000, came back down to 3,000, back up to, 12,000, back down to 5,000. And I think they make another run here and maybe even go higher. Maybe it gets extended. Maybe I wouldn't be surprised to see it reach around this region right here. Wouldn't be surprised to see it reach around 13,000. So right now at 9,000, if they run all the way to 13,000 on Bitcoin halving and beyond that, then I would assume that GBTC will skyrocket another at least 30%. And then QBTC.U should also run at least another 30%. So this is brand new, literally brand new. You guys can see. Been as low as 1020, been as high as 1369. Right now at 1191. I think this is a good buy actually. See in the red here? You're actually buying it in this lower region. See where the RSI is at 36? It's approaching a buy zone. See how when it was over 70, that was the sell zone, and see how it came down from that point? Over 70 RSI, this is why RSI is my favorite indicator. Over 70 RSI is overbought. Under 30 is oversold. We're right now at 36. We're approaching a buy. See the red here? This is kind of my signal to start thinking about buying this. So yeah, I think this is actually a good buy. I really do. I think you could see this go to at least $13 or $14. And guys, when you do see profits in your account, you should always be thinking about taking them. Always. And the only time I'm holding a stock is when I'm red. And when I'm green, I'm already thinking about selling. I'm always thinking about selling when I'm green. At least 10% or more returns. That's typically what I'm looking for. I'm looking for 10% or more returns. QBTC is only allowing purchase in USD? No, QBTC is Canadian. GBTC is US. IDEX. IDEX. IDEX down 2%. Been as high as 86 cents in April. Right now down to 53. So it's been getting beat up for sure. Why are you interested in this? I don't know anything about this company, but why do you like this company? Definitely approaching oversold on the RSI, but the question is, why is it coming down? What is the reason? Is it poor revenue? What is it going to take for this to go back to 80 cents? Interesting. I'd have to learn more about this company. I don't know anything about them to give you a real synopsis, but it looks interesting. That's for sure. Definitely looks interesting. But why did it go down? Like, what's the reason? Did it just go down because everything else went down? Or is there a reason? Are they struggling, losing money, lack of revenue? You know, NASDAQ stock at 53 cents. Something's wrong. So I'd have to look into it. Fat Nuts asks, anybody taking a gamble on these casino stocks? LVS, MGM, Win. LVS. Las Vegas Sands. I just don't see the opportunity here right now. Well, maybe I do. So Las Vegas Sands was $74 in January. Hit a low of 37 and now at 46. This looks interesting, actually. This looks interesting. Kind of like this one. Kind of like this one. 46 back to 46 back up to 73 area. It's a huge run. This looks interesting. Las Vegas Sands. And MGM. Obviously, I love MGM. Been there. Big fan of MGM. This is not it. MGM Resorts. One of my favorite hotels I've ever stayed in Vegas. Wow. So you see as high as 34 in January, went as low as $7 last month. Or sorry, a month and a half ago. And now it's back to 14. So interesting play here. Definitely room to run up to 34 again when this coronavirus is done. Definitely an opportunity here. But I think this could go lower still. It's climbing up. I think it could have another leg down. We'll see. MGM and what was the last one? Wynn. W-Y-I-N. W-Y-N-N. Wynn Resorts. $79. As high as $152 in January. A low of 43. Now back to 79. Could be interesting. Could see this go back up to those levels. Could potentially double your money here on Wynn. I like all three of those picks, actually. Good picks. I like the way you're thinking. Warren Buffett says, I made money on IZEA today, in at 33 cents, out at 74 with 4,000 shares. Nice trading. IJ says, I don't know why Questrade is only allowing me to buy QBTC in USD. I don't know. Roshu says, hold OPKO before earning or sell. Let's see. 237. Well, they just had a nice little run here. I mean, it's very difficult for me to predict, how they're going to do before earnings. I have no idea what the earnings are going to look like. I can't predict the earnings, so I don't know. It's very difficult to tell. They're obviously climbing right now, but you can see the big move that they made from 115 to 237. Not sure if I would chase this, and I'm not really too sure what to expect from earnings. I'd have to learn more about them. So definitely, this is the low, this is the high, and we're right there around the high. So over the last little bit here. So I don't know. We'll see. You can see here the RSI is very heavily overbought. So wouldn't be surprised for a trend reversal here, but it just depends on what they report. Happy Glass says, so IDEX is on the NASDAQ. Is that considered a Chinese company? I have no idea. I don't think something's considered a Chinese company because it's on the NASDAQ. I have no idea if they're a Chinese company or not. You'd have to do the research on them. Alberto, how you doing, Alberto? GRAT.V, finally moving. GRAT. Gratomic. Wow, up 57% today. Good call, brother. What price did you get in on this, bro? Big move here today for GRAT, guys. Put GRAT on your watch list. Came down from 30 cents to 3 and is starting to come up from 3 cents back to 11 cents and up 57% today. But look at this. See how it's very heavily overbought? I'd be careful of a trend reversal here. I wouldn't be chasing this. Not to say it can't go higher, but personally, I don't like to chase anything that's over 70 RSI. You could see here when it hit 30 RSI, it was a good buy. It did come down a little bit more. And then, boom, skyrocket. Up. Nice pick here, bro. Dylan called it. Cool. Did you buy it? Looks like Neo's having a nice day today. Look like this is being suspended. See suspension? Not sure why this is suspended. Could be halted on news or hopefully nothing bad. Neo? Neo's up 8%. They seem to be doing well right now. The Asian car maker, the Asian version of Tesla. I don't really trust Asian stocks. You can see this thing has been a nightmare. As high as $10, as low as $1, back to 5, back to 2, back up to 3. So just be careful with this stock. I'm not a huge fan of them, but there's some opportunities there with this. I don't know. I don't know if I trust them. Fat Nut says, once they open Vegas back up, it might not get right back to speed, but people are going to go gamble. I see at least 30% coming back after reopening the casinos. I agree with you. And then crash on reports of the coronavirus quarter. That's why I'm trying to get into cash right now. Just trying to get into cash as much as possible. Cash is king. Stay in cash. And protect yourselves against a potential crash because there's a very good chance that it could happen. So be careful, guys. Once again, the news that I'm watching today is Geomega Resources, GMA, right here, news, and Gomrf. So watching them closely, guys. And if I have any other news or anything else that's happening or any other big breaking news, I will let you guys know first. Chiron Life Sciences, I also told you guys about. They're now in the green again today. They've been making a nice run recently. Keep them on your watch list. Keep them on your radar. They've been making a nice move. And Geomega Resources, I'm watching them closely. They're in the hand sanitizer space. Nobody can get hand sanitizer anywhere. So I have a feeling in my gut that when these guys actually report revenues from the hand sanitizer, we could see them move up to around 20 cents. So stay tuned. I'll keep watching. And if there's anything else that's happening, I'll let you know first. Thank you guys for watching. If you're not winning, you're not watching. This is your boy Rich from Rich TV Live. And I'm out. Peace.